Hi, welcome this morning, a very grey and miserable morning to the Kitchen Diva's grey and not so miserable kitchen. I am going today to make heartwarming food for you, and I'm going to do 2 shows today, and you get them not today. So on that, we're going to do a very heartwarming chicken pie, and I'm going to start with telling you what my ingredients are. I have here 400 grams of chopped up chicken. I've used chicken breast. I've got a stock cube, so I can add a little extra stock cube. Now, I went through my fridge and I got as many veg as I could. Now, there's carrots, beans, peas, corn, cauliflower, potato, swede. And I also have had a slice of bacon left over. So for those who do eat bacon, that's a nice touch. Celery, which is really high in fiber and it is so good for you. So, and taste-wise, oh my God, parsley, can't go wrong with parsley. And I've got the leeks of the spring onion, milk, flour, that's to thicken my sauce up, and salt and pepper to taste. And after that, I'm going to take out a pre-made puff pastry. I always take the easy way out, as you know, so you can buy them ready-made, you can buy them online, and you also get vegan puff pastry these days. So on that note, I'm going to start with using a little oil. As you know, I hate using butter, and I'm all about keeping things as low as I can in terms of calories. So let's do this. So I have my wok, as usual, and to this, I'm going to give you more measurements than usual because otherwise I confuse all of you, which I understand. So what's happened?
Nothing.
Okay, so I've got 3 tablespoons of oil here. I've taken a little bit extra today. And with a little luck, my cooker will work. Otherwise, the show's cancelled for today. Sorry, guys. And before we do anything, cheers. Right, to this wonderful warming, there's nothing wonderful about this, but I'll go with that anyway. I'm going to add my bacon. Like I said, if you want bacon. To this, I shall add my chicken. Woo! And try not to break the cooker and my chicken bowl. Now, take a decent spoon. There you go. Now, I'm going to add some stock to this. I'm using a veggie stock because I think the chicken has enough flavor. You don't have to. You can use cubes. You can use what you want. I don't use much because it's pretty salty, but it is nice and it does add a little. Does add flavor. So that's gone in. Very little, as you can see. Now to this, I am going to add all my veg. That's the cauliflower, blah, blah, carrots. I'm going to add some hot water to this. So Pedro, may I have the kettle, please? Hopefully it's got water in it. Needs more water?
More water, please.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's enough. Okay, so I'm going to put enough water to just cook up this stuff. Thank you, Pedro. So I'm going to cook this, so about half, 3/4 cook it. It'll be about 10 minutes. Doesn't take long because all the chicken's all cubed up and everything. And I'm going to add my spring onions in about 2 or 3 minutes. Keep adding my celery. I absolutely love celery. Just checking on the one I made earlier. How's it looking, Pet?
It's looking good.
Yeah? Oh, good.
It's looking puffy.
Okay. I can do puffy. I'm not sure how I do puffy, but I do puffy. Puffy's good. Now I'm going to just move this onto that side because I'm going to make up a little roux for this side and make up a little room for this side as well. So I'm taking a very small pan here, popping it up here. And to this, as usual, I use a little oil. And a tablespoon of flour. If you want it slightly thicker, you can add a little bit more, but as it's cooking anyway, it does thicken while it's baking. So I just take the raw taste out of the flour. I'm going to add some salt to this and pepper. It's all in there. Smells good. And to that, a cup and a half of milk. I've used semi-skim milk. Now you can use cheese if you want to this, but because it's got a puff pastry, I thought it has enough going on with it, but it does taste very nice with cheese. To this, I am going to add my spring onions and parsley and make it into a kind of saucy thing, like me. And Pedro, did you like that?
Stop it.
Okay, sorry.
No need to be saucy in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, that's going to get a little thick. Yep, it's getting there. So I can bring this fellow back, add my saucy thing in, and let it thicken. Turn that off and put that away. Now I thought something to go with these, with this would be just, I know salads are quite boring in the winter, I think. Although, some people do like it. I prefer, say, a couple of new potatoes and sort of steamy vegetables. I do like steamy vegetables like broccoli or asparagus, anything on the side. Even though this has a lot of veg, and it actually is a meal in one because it's got your protein, it's got your veg, it has your carbohydrate in form of milk, and as well as protein in the form of milk, and it also has a lot of. Do you know what? Before I forget, do not forget to subscribe, like, and do whatever you're meant to do on social media, and make me look good, because otherwise I might lose my show, and that would be an absolute disaster. In case I haven't forget that in the shows to come, just remember that's something you have to remember. Okay? So I'm going to wait for that to thicken. And in the meanwhile, we're going to have a look at one I made earlier. That's looking pretty good, Pedro. Another 5 or 10 minutes and that should be done. Woo!
Oh, look at it.
It's good, isn't it? The middle bit still has to go a bit. Let's put that up a bit. So that's on 180 degrees. And this is coming along nicely. And Pedro's going to make himself a cup of tea, I guess. Mind you, so today my husband's in Glasgow playing a tournament. And so I had no one to make my tea. So I told Paul, who stays in the house with us, I put a tea bag in here and I put a line with a marker on this mug to say that's where the water goes, and another mark to say where the milk goes. So I get my tea just right. So he doesn't give me a horrible cup of tea in the morning. So that's how I got my cup. Isn't that good? I mean, honestly, I had a marker pen on this mug.
That's really good.
I know.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed.
Who's Paul?
Oh, Paul. Paul is my best friend. He's not supposed to live here, but he does. I mean, it happens, you know. So, yeah. Now, if you find this a bit too watery, which I'm finding it a bit watery, I put maybe a little too much water in it, you can thicken it further. So I might just use a little corn flour instead and thicken my sauce up. Mix it up a bit. There you go. I'm going to use a bit of corn flour to thicken this up. Not technically the right way to do it, but obviously works very quickly, as you can see. It doesn't give a weird aftertaste either, or floury taste, you know. There you go. That's done. That should be about right. Now, as I said, if you want to use some cheese, you can. It's up to you. I'm going to make that cook a bit while I get my pastry out. It is really easy when you, I mean, these days, let's face it, everything is made for you. You don't have to really struggle and make things from scratch unless, of course, you know, you have the time and everything. I can't say running a farm and doing my work, my music, and my talk shows. I don't always get time to mill over my food as such, so I try and take shortcuts. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I just prefer it. So now this seems to be really nice, so I'm going to leave that. Now, just a little thing I wanted to run by you. This could be eaten as a stew. You just put a little grated cheese on it and you can have a chicken stew at night. So you use what you want for your pie and the rest of it you can have as a stew on the same day or the next day or whatever. I like it as a stew, to be honest, but everyone else seems to like pies in the house, so I'm going to do a pie. Now, as you know, I'm the shortcut chef. Oh my God, I might rename my show The Shortcut Chef. What do you think? Do you think that'll work? Now, I know for a fact that this looks like it's going to be lengthwise okay, but not width. So I take this out. It's very heavy. And I take this out. And I mush that around. Mush that around. I've got my flour here, as you remember. And I'm going to just make it a little wider so it covers the edges. Otherwise, I'm going to have a peeping pie. Okay, I think that should do it. Otherwise, I can always show you how to cheat. Yeah, that will work. So, let's do this now. Ideally, I would have waited for that to cool down a bit, but when you're doing a cooking show, it doesn't always work ideally. So I'm going to move this fella out to the side. I'm going to clean up my counter because I don't like my cooker looking disgusting. Now, here's my dish. I'm going to ladle in some of this, and the rest they will have as a stew or a soup. You can even water it down and have a nice soup out of it. Cooking is always making the best of a situation, not complicating your life. Never do that. Life's too short. Pedro, you're hungry, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
He's so cute, isn't he? He's a good boy, our Pedro. Oh no, he thinks it's lamb.
Oh, very funny.
Okay, I'm not going to bother with this last bit, or should I? Okay, I may as well. I just don't want the pie to get a bit soggy, that's all. So I take that away, pop it there, and hope it doesn't melt the other dish in there. Right. Now, Peds, it's very hot, you know, to try and do this, but I will do it nonetheless, seeing as I made one earlier that'll work. Okay, so I've got this in. As I said, it's not ideal when it's boiling hot, but for the show purposes, I'm going to do it this way. Now, here's how I cheat, as usual. You see, all of us are not born to cook absolutely perfect dishes. We're born to cook absolutely amazingly tasty dishes, which is all that matters. Of course, unless you're charging 250 quid for it, in which case I suggest you make it look better than I do. Pedro's never amused when I say things like this, by the way. I get into trouble.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yes, I do. Okay, so here, I'm going to roll this out. How's my pie doing, Pedro?
Pie's going well.
It is, isn't it? Right, now I'm going to plonk this around the edges so I can seal it a bit better. And I've got some more of it here. You see, everything gets used. And then you can even make pretty flowers with that, or not so pretty flowers as I do. Now, you know, when you finish doing pies and stuff, you do realize you have to brush it with egg white mixed with water. Or you can use, I think, milk and water as well, which I've done as well in the past.
Why?
Because it glazes it for a start, and it also stops the top from burning. So, yeah. So that's why. So otherwise, if you keep baking and baking and baking away, as you know, hot air rises and come to the top and it'll annoy you. Well, not annoy you, it will just burn your food up, that's all. There you go. Almost done. Then I'll try and make it look a little bit more pretty on the outside. But seeing as this is the second dish and not the first one, you know. Sorry, pets. I know. What should we do with this? Let's just do something with it so it looks a little better. If it doesn't look good, I'm not putting this there, okay, pets? What do you think, pets? Yes, no?
Yeah.
I think the earlier one I did was nicer,
Yeah.
the little leaf-y thing. I might do just a leaf. How's that? Let's just do a leaf. There you go. It's a pretty little leaf, or maybe two. Okay, while that is happening, there's one. Unas and dos. And then I'll just scribble on it and it should be okay. As you can see, the one I've done earlier is a lot nicer, but I'm going to leave this as. And brush my milk and water. Egg white and water. I'm not going to bother with this actually, pets. It does look silly. So I'll just, you know what I'll do? I will make it look pretty in my own way. So So first and foremost, we try and make the edges all equal. So we go like this. And seal it down. Bring it in there so it doesn't look weird. And put in just a few things. And that's it. I'm going to take the edges out and keep that ready. So we're going to put this in a minute, but before I do that, I'll take out my prettier one. What do you think, Peds?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah,
It's smelling good.
Is it? Oh, that's good. Well, the important thing is it tastes good. And there you have a wonderful chuki pie. And while that's happening, this one is going in. And here we have a chicken pie all ready for you. Yep. Don't forget to subscribe, like, adore, amazingly love everything about me. And make sure that I'm back on the screen again. Otherwise, I won't have another job. So, till then, it's over and out.